Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Kree Sentry Build-A-Figure Wave GENIS-VELL. Is it Genus? Maybe it's Genus. Could be Genus. It's not. It's probably Genus. How does anybody know these things when they're only ever written down? Anyway, this is the second of the two comic-based figures of the bunch. The rest are all movie figures, so I really couldn't care less about them. I'm going to review them. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to do it for you guys. But this is the only other one that I actually kind of cared about. And I got to tell you, it does a couple things pretty well and other things not so well. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 7 inches, which makes him just about 17.5 centimeters. That is to the top of his helmet mohawk for those of you keeping track. Now, this guy does have a very unique look to him. It's why I was kind of excited for it. He's supposed to be sparkly, so that's fine. Here's the thing though, it looks good in a couple places. So like down here, for whatever reason, this quad right here is kind of like extra glossy looking, and the sparkles look really nice. But then for his torso, he's very matte, borderline flat finished. Same thing for the biceps, and the sparkles don't stand out anywhere near as much. So that's kind of a bummer. It's really close to looking awesome, but at the same time, it's like they didn't try very hard. Now here's something they did do really nicely. We know they're good at painting metallics, and they do that generally pretty well. They did for the most part on this guy. The green paint job on here is very clean. Here's the only problem. Most of it's got this glossy metallic finish like you can see on the sides, on the arms, the chest, but the legs don't have it. I don't know why. These don't have that glossy finish. They're kind of like a satin finish. So it's just all around like a kind of hit or miss situation. Some parts are hits, some parts are misses. But I'm a sucker for glitter in my plastic, I guess, when it is suited. So I kind of like it. I like the way it looks overall. They did a pretty good job overall. 7 out of 10 sparkles, I think, for this guy, for the aesthetics. It's pretty cool looking, even though it definitely could be a lot better. As for accessories, we get his gun. One lousy little gun. I guess that's fine. I believe that figures like this could easily come with like a pair of fist hands or something like that. So even though he only needs a gun, it's still not very good. So I'm only going to give him a 5 out of 10. I don't hate it for only having the gun, but it could be better. And then moving on to the articulation, this is easily the best feature of this guy. The head is barely connected to the body by the neck. It is just so lollipop syndrome-y. It's one of the worst offenders we've ever seen. It is very, very much disconnected. So you get fantastic range on the head, but it's ugly. Like you can't even hide it. It's so far off. It's not good. It's a bad situation. It's a very bad situation. You can only kind of hide it if you try real hard and then don't look at it. It's not good. Also, we get this thing. Okay, so for the shoulders, these shoulders are known for not working, so they just glued some stuff on the side and said screw it. And yep, they still don't work. Full rotation is fine. Bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbow is fine. Okay. There is no excuse for this now. I usually am more lenient on this than you guys are. You guys always complain about Spider-Man's pegs being the wrong thing. So here's the thing. They painted this green line, yet they still used a green peg, so it's still green where it doesn't belong on here. No, put a black peg in there and paint it. Paint it. So that bothers me more than it should, but it does. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge. The bracelets are floaty. Ab crunch leans a little bit back, a little bit forward. That's all fine. Waist twist is fine. Legs going forward. We've seen this before. It's nothing new. Pretty good range. Going out to the side, not too bad, but not very good. Thigh swivel is okay. Double jointed knee, it works just fine. Shin swivel is okay. And then for the feet, yeah, they work pretty well. So that's okay. This is one of those molds where it's just really not a good mold. But some of the articulation works, some doesn't. 6. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10 because the shoulders suck and the neck doesn't connect to the body properly. So 6 out of 10 for the articulation. I could have mixed that in with the aesthetics. I don't know. You guys asked for a rating system. They don't really make sense. Anyway, for the final verdict on this guy, it's a unique enough looking figure. They could have made it an awesome figure by trying a little bit. They didn't try very much at all, so it ended up just being an average release with sparkles in it. So they're kind of trying to trick us, I think. But we still have super skinny legs, big feet, non-functioning shoulders, lollipop syndrome, different finishes across the black parts that are translucent, which, yeah, I mean, it looks fine, translucent, but it needs to be universal. So it's all around just kind of like an almost awesome figure, but it turns out not being. So final verdict is 6.5 lollipops out of 10. Could have been so much better. Turned out okay. Better than average, but not by much. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and click the thumbs up button. And if you are not subscribed, you probably should. You should do that because I have new videos out just about every single day. We talk about action figures a lot and lots of other things too, a little. And then I do have like 3,000, almost 4,000 videos on the channel that you could search for things that you're interested in. And there's lots of content there for you. So make sure you come back for that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.